Hello, today we are going to see how to perform linear static analysis in the HyperMesh. So first I'll create a node at the coordinate 0, 0, and then I'll create a surface. I'll extend this surface as like a beam structure. Now I'll process a auto mesh. Now we'll create a material. I'll consider this analysis as a steel material. So I'll take the default property assigned in the HyperMesh OptiStruct file. Young's model has 210,000 Newton per mm square, and then Poisson ratio 0.3 was 7.85 to the power minus 9 ton per mm cube. Okay, now I'll create a property as special, and then I'll assign the steel material, and I'll create a thickness as 3 mm. Okay, now I'll assign the property in the beam material. To cross verify, you can check with this option 2D detailed representation. So the thickness is assigned to the elements. Okay, now I'll process boundary condition for this problem. So I'll create a load collector called SPC. Then I'll go to analysis constraints and constrain all the nodes at the one end. Make sure you have ticked all the degree of freedoms here, and then also keep remember you have to fix the load type as SPC, and then we need to apply a force at the other end. So for other end I'll create a rigid element. I'll create a temporary node, and then I'll translate the node to 3 mm. Yeah. And then I'll create a rigid element. Go to 1D rigids, and then create independent node as a temporary node, and then dependent nodes the elements. Okay, now I'll create another load collector, load force. Go to analysis page and then select force option. Select the node that we want to apply force, and we'll fix magnitude as 500, and then the direction is remains y-axis plus direction. So that's all. The load type as force. Okay, now we have created a load. Now create a load step input. Static. Change analysis type to linear static and select SPC load collector in the SPC option and force load collector in the load option, and then the output requirement will be displacement and stress values. Okay, that's all. Now we will save this file, and then we can run this file in the OptiStruct solver. So okay, the problem was solved. Okay, before going further, I would like to explain theoretical background behind this linear static analysis.
So here we are going to see how this linear static analysis problem is solved in the FEA software. We are going to see it as step by step. You may all know the Newton's law of motion equation, which is mass into acceleration plus damping into velocity plus stiffness into displacement is equal to force vector. So these are all the short form explanation I have given here. K stiffness, A is area of cross section area, and del L is equal to change in length, everything. For linear static analysis, we are not going to consider change in displacement like parameters like velocity and accelerations.
In FEM, our first step will be to find the stiffness matrix of the system. So you can consider the system, for example, similar to our HyperMesh case. It is fixed at one end. It will have cross section of A and B, A to the B, and with length of L. Uh, when we apply force of F, tensile force, we'll have a displacement of del L in this area. So to find this del L and the stress value in the system, first step we need to calculate the stiffness matrix of each element. So in FEM we will split this system into finite number of elements, and then we'll perform the analysis. When we are splitting this into the finite number of elements, we also will have finite number of stiffness matrix. So we'll find all the stiffness value for each element, and then we assemble it in the global matrix to find global stiffness matrix. So our step 2 is to find displacement value. As you all will know, Hooke's law we will consider as a equation 1, sigma is equal to E into epsilon. The second equation will be strain formula, which is change in length to the original length. Third equation is stress formula, which is force upon area. So we'll substitute equation 2 and 3 in the equation 1. We'll get a displacement as FL by AE. So in our third step, we'll calculate a strain value. In the fourth step, we'll calculate a stress value. From the strain value, we'll calculate the stress value. So here it is the step by step calculation done by the software, FEM software usually. So we have already seen the how the software is solving this linear static analysis. As a next step, we're going to see how our analytical method problem this kind of similar kind of problem. So I took the same problem we solved in the hypermesh, which is a 40 length beam with the cross section of 10 into 3 for that case, we first need to find the area of the cross section. So we have the inputs like length is 40 width is 10 thickness as 3 and with the Young's modulus 210,000 Newton per square, and we'll apply tensile force as 500 Newton. So as our first requirement, we find the area of the cross section, which is the 300 square, and then second step we'll find the axial displacement, which we already know the formula FL by AE. We substitute all the values and we will get the value of 0.003175. So the as a third step we'll find the axial stress directly without finding the strain, because here we don't need strain value to find the stress, but in the FEM case it will have step by step process. So we can request strain value as well. So we substitute stress value formula, will get a 16.67 Newton per square value.
Okay, now we found displacement and stress value using the analytical method for this cantilever beam. Now we will now we will compare this result with the FEM result we already run using the OptiStruct solver.
Okay, now I'll open the H3D output file. I'll go to contour, displacement. Okay, you can see our maximum displacement here is 3.148 e to the power minus 3, mm, which is at the place of force we are applying. Okay, and then we'll check strain value as well. Sorry, stress value. In the one is stress, we'll apply simple averaging method, and the stress value also, maximum stress value also 16.764. Okay, the displacement and the stress value is very much similar to the uh, analytical calculation. So you can see here both our displacement and the stress value is very much similar to the analytical value we calculated.
So in conclusion, we can conclude that the displacement and stress value is very much similar to FEM results and analytical calculations. So through this exercise, cantilever exercise, we learned how to perform linear static analysis using HyperMesh and OptiStruct solver. So thanks for watching this video, and like and subscribe if you like this video. Thank you very much.